the mrekk on the FC, 940k, 950k, it's a 15k difference, 10k difference. Is it going to be enough for the Australian spinner?
Spin to win, spin to win.
It's a spinner.
It's 40k.
What a weekend! Welcome to the OWC World Cup 2023 Quarterfinals Recap Extended Edition. The video is quite long, sorry for that, so feel free to skip around, the timestamps are below. As every year, we will split the losers bracket into 4 teams each, and only one of them qualifies for semis. Let's start off with a Kriller WS from Germany, defended by the stronger backing scores by Japan.
Like, look at him go. It's WC from Invoker Rollpan, and it's crazy.
Such a stable pick for them, you know. They're looking so confident on this one. This is going to be rivaling so many other teams throughout this entire tournament. We do actually see Kriller get that SS in the end though.
Both teams won their own 3 picks more or less comfortably until the Japanese roster struck first on finger control DT4 with a roll pan carry.
As now we can see that score lead, it's kind of flickering on itself, but it's staying
this is so
Japan's
close,
favor. We're into the very end of the map. It's 100k and it's going even more in their favor as Tim Kakner finds a break. There it is. The first break point of the match finally goes the way of Japan. After we talked about it for map after map, there it is.
Germany meanwhile responded fast on Hard Rock 1, Kriller performing solid as ever.
There
It's Kriller time.
Oh my god. In the last few moments of the map, high velocity slide is here to get through. Kriller though, putting on a show for us. That is ridiculous, man.
What is he doing right now?
score.
This is one of the
my
most
God.
insane things. Like, this is basically a full combo in my eyes. Like, getting through all of that section at the end there.
The German squad went on to win their own pick, putting Japan under pressure to win the last No Mod 4 tag map.
Performances for Germany, man, and Japan just unable to find any big combos. It's only Barbalian. Okinamo finds the break, but yeah, just a performance from Germany here. Actually didn't end up closing it out with any FCs, but I mean, look at the score difference.
The lowest German score was higher than the best Japanese score, but overall Germany had to work hard for this victory. They look somewhat shaky. Indonesia tried to speed abuse Italy as much as possible, and honestly, it worked out pretty well. Including 2 break points, they built a 5-0 lead.
Where Lovelock is clearly not really comfortable with a map like this, but on the side of the rest of the players from Indo, just look like it's another walk in the park for them, especially with Ro holding on to 99 accuracy, surpassing that 1 million mark and giving Indonesia that 3rd point on the board. Really not much you can do here for Italy.
Here, Italy picked DT4 and the casters doubted the pick. At the same time, Azer posted this. This was actually quite funny.
I have been proven wrong, and I'm totally okay with that, because we finally have a point on the board for Italy. Finally a win for this team, and a great one at that. A double FC from Kirochi and Shadow Monico, a great recovery from Arjun. Narantino looking very, very dominant. I'm sorry I doubted you, Italy. I apologize. Congratulations, you win. Good job.
Yeah, but the comeback was denied afterwards. Indonesia had an underperformance in the very early round, but they're improving stage by stage. Consequently, Germany and Indonesia fight for a semi-final spot. I hope you understand the concept of the split losers bracket now. By the way, the upcoming No Mod 3 was a triple FC. I am in denial of that miss.
And Germany looking outrageous, and there goes that last FC from Indonesia. This is going to be an opening break point here for Team Germany. This is going to be a really good team score as well. Will they be able to pull out the last moments for a triple FC? And indeed, they pull out a double as Okinamo misses the last note.
This was an early break point for Germany and a quick 3-0 lead. Indonesia was not going down so easily though. Here's an actual triple FC on DT3.
Most of the map is now already quickly 200k in their favor, and even though Skydiver continues to break, once again it is going to be the 3-way for Indo.
Yeah, this is actually going to be an even better score from Indonesia, I believe. Skydiver coming in to replace a 294k, and he...
This time around, Germany looked more stable than against Japan, not giving the Indo roster many chances. At 5-2, the European squad picked No Mod 5, the ultra precision map, and this is the only time you're going to see it. Shiox was made for this.
Realized the hopes for Germany were realized. They're going to come out of this match victors by a score of 6-2, and this is a ridiculous play from Kriller to close it out. It's going to be a 570k, a 611k from Shiox.
Indonesia had some tough matchups and are eliminated rather early, whereas Germany can continue their losers bracket run. Hong Kong vs Sweden started off with an incredible score by MCY4, who else, with the hidden Hard Rock FC on free mod 2, and still one single score does not overcome our whole team at this stage yet.
I don't think so. Skeller's keeping it alive here, trying to maintain any sort of anchor for Sweden to come back. But see, it's quickly closing in, but there's barely any map left here. WhiteCat also with the recovery is going to keep Sweden alive in this despite the insane score from MCY4.
I wasn't too sure about who the lower seeded team was. Skilla gapped the lobby on double time 4, bringing the Scandinavian squad 4-0 up.
Map is just over. Sweden is up 3-0.
Such a dominant start here for Sweden. Skilla finally drops, but Gripe's got his back. How did I say that? Gripe drops as well, but it's too little too late here for Hong Kong. Hibiki, I think this is the second time now where those early breaks are going to really suffer for him because he's holding onto the combo towards the late stage.
And finally, for the streamy free mod 3, the backing scores from Hong Kong were there to support another MCYFC.
Damage has already been done. Hibiki also backing them up brilliantly on this hidden, despite that early drop, solidifying that 700,000 score for Hong Kong. They're going to be able to skyrocket it away. Hibiki finally drops, but MCY4 remains brilliantly stable and hits the FC with 99.88% accuracy. What a score from this man.
The streak did not stop there, and down 1-5, Hong Kong seemed to have finally woken up to make a comeback happen.
Pull on Hong Kong through that zigzag, and that's a decisive point.
It looked very close for a second though, didn't it? I mean, gosh, it really was just that 1/3 that completely ruined Sweden. There will be Hong Kong to keep it alive.
Too little too late, as Sweden was able to convert the second match point into a victory and eliminates Hong Kong early from this tournament. Romania vs France was such a good match, even though pick strategies did not work out at all. Have free mod 2 for a close fight.
Break point for France in this matchup, and all of them hitting that reverse stream there. The complete 180-degree change in the stream is so hard to hit, but it doesn't look like any of them are going to be shaken. There goes Musty and Aquaro, actually, but it's already almost 100,000 score lead, and Badu to drop as well on the side of Romania is going to seal it up. Clean win for France. And
I was nearly having a déjà vu on Noma 3 with how close it became again for another potential breakpoint up for grabs.
There goes Flasted. That's one of the big supporting scores. Halpleb will immediately trade it, though. It's just a 1-for-1 traded over and over again in this map. But Eternum holding onto this full combo should be enough to guarantee the win for Romania. It's going down pretty quickly, though, with the accuracy drops from Halpleb and Rolly coming through. Charlie and Flasted to drop as well. And that might just be enough to keep it on the side of Romania at end here. Eternum.
Now, dear French roster, you tried to outmuscle Romania on speed alternate? Ha, you wish. Have a look at that double FC on DT1.
Once again, and there goes Flasta as well for France. It's a full team collapse by the end of the map, with Romania holding strong on 2 full combos. You talk about momentum earlier in the match, Chile. Romania's got it, and they're going to keep it with this DT1 breakpoint. Badu and Rolly to hold strong.
Yep, Wahrheit was another breakpoint. More breakpoints than own map wins happened in this match, and Hifkill carried to make another one possible.
Down to the ending here. Any drop is meaningful at this point with the score lead so small between the two teams. France still ever so slightly favored as everyone's still holding on to their combos here in the last guy time. Badu drops! And that's the 1 full combo gone for Romania. Musty to drop as well. Hifkill will trade it with the side break right afterwards, but it's almost a full way reset.
Seriously, 6 out of the first 8 maps were broken and the scoreline now was 4-4. On the low air hidden pick, you could only feel bad for Badu because he tried. He really, really tried.
Curse him. I said it after he broke. I'm safe. But Badu still looking good. Will he do the thing into the ending of the map?
Yeah, it's looking pretty likely at the moment. The only thing Badu has had trouble with this map so far is some of the streamier patterns, a little bit high BPM here.
Romania desperately needed that last point for the tiebreaker, and everything looks so good up to the slow part. But then, the caster curse struck.
Never lost a 1v1 in a clutch scenario like this in this match today. Can he do it one more time? Can he be the hero for his team? Or will Fie be able to...
Oh my god! Badu misses on air! He misses on the slow section right before the last KI time. It's disaster for Romania. Every member falls right before the end. And that, I think, is the worst curse I have ever seen in a World Cup, as Fie now holding strong for France. Combo on Flaste as well. It is over.
The Grim Reaper of the losers bracket has been knocked out. France still needs to beat Sweden to qualify for semifinals. Skilla from the Nordic country has overshadowed a certain player, but they are so back now. WhiteCat with the only FC on Free Mod 2 with Hard Rock.
Look at them still holding on to this combo. WhiteCat also with good accuracy considering the difficulty of this map. Spinks with phenomenal accuracy at 99.6, completely unfazed. This map seems like it's nothing to him here. Musty with that other drop and hit kill is definitely going to solidify it now. This is way too far of a deficit here for France. Sweden are going to take it.
On the other side of the battlefield, it was Ekora trying hard to get the breakpoint back on DT3. After the triple collapse, it looked possible.
Threat, but that lack of back is going to really struggle. WhiteCat's down, but I don't think there's going to be barely enough time. Vaxei with a brilliant recovery as well, might I add.
Wait!
To do something.
Triple miss!
Wait.
Triple miss!
Wait, no,
holding! Triple miss! Ekoro's holding! No, it is not enough!
They got it. Oh my lord.
They tried again on No Mod 3. This time it was Vaxei defending against WhiteCat's FC to let the supporting scores shine for a crucial breakpoint.
Double miss from Scylla Grippa! And France are gonna hold on.
France are looking so good towards the ending here. And Sweden have completely fallen apart outside of WhiteCat, who's trying so desperately to hold on. But when you compare it to the two ginormous combos from France, especially with the great action.
Still a point up, Sweden looked confident, maybe a bit overconfident, resulting in the overmod gambit on Free Mod 3. Would this risky play work out?
Mod is not going to come to fruition. The Hard Rock scores along with the hidden from Skilla is not going to be enough. France just so much more consistent with the no mods and the hidden.
You gotta give Sweden credit though for a solid attempt on that overmod, a bold move, and it was working for them.
At 4-0, it was the French pick with the tech map. They made it all the way back to the equalizer and they cannot afford to lose their own pick after they have come so far.
Phelan trades! Spinks trades! Ekora and Blaster trade, but Scylla holds! We'll give it up, but the damage has been done! And Sweden will take a breakpoint! A huge breakpoint if they can close this out!
Sweden proceeds to win Hard Rock 2 and moves on to semis. Who would have thought that this team would eliminate both seeds 13 and 15? Norway looked quite convincing against Spain and they will need that confidence against China. The Scandinavian roster went for the speed strat, which didn't work out on DT3, so they ran it back on double time 2.
Again, you know, the backing score is not super great. And there is Penguinsy as well towards the end here, but I think it's going to just be too little too late. It's unfortunate for China because they built up a lot of combo near the end on 2-3-5, 2-3-3, and even on mid-C, but they had just fallen so far behind through that middle third thanks to the efforts of Penguinsy and enri.
China kept winning their own maps while Norway went for another speedy pick in double time 1, hoping it would go in similar fashion as DT2 burst.
On the master of clutch, and now that 100k score lead is starting to swing back around. I think there's just enough time for China holds. I might just find a break. The spinner!
It's gonna go on the spinner!
It's a spinner battle!
It's spin to win! Who is gonna take it? It's flickering back and forth! It is gonna be China!
You just can't cover a Chinese match without mentioning Crystal in some way because they are the stable pillar everyone can rely on. For match point, they capped the whole lobby on Hard Rock 2 precision.
The only FC finally does break right at the end. I want to say that might have been a slider break. I'm not sure. I don't feel like I saw an X, but I could be wrong. So it might be an S rank still. But either way, job done, damage done, map won. China's going to take the 5-1 lead.
I don't think that the Norwegian strategy was bad. The execution just wasn't perfect and China always found a good reply. This was the battle of the underdogs, Ukraine and Thailand both with 1 seed upset win each. Dench with the solo FC with Hard Rock on Free Mod 3 announced that they were here to play.
And the flow's awkward as well with it being an older map, but not phasing Dench one jot, still holding 98. Just a bit to go.
This is nasty. Hard Rock FC on this back in the day was legendary. This used to be...
Thailand's replies on hidden picks went absolutely fine, repeatedly leveling the score line. Out of nowhere, the Ukrainians submitted a monster score on double time 1.
Okay, and FC's down, that's still 2. This is a seriously good team score deal.
Absurd!
This is ridiculous.
What
right
are
now
they
Ukraine.
doing? Dench full comboed Capricci of my mind with Hard Rock earlier, looking to full combo Warheight with 99.4 accuracy is Dench.
As mentioned before, the Thai roster defended well with hidden maps, chests putting in work on hidden 3.
They drop as well. It's looking good for Thailand. Chess just needs to hold a little bit longer, and there's the score swap. Can Chess finish out the full combo? It's going to be enough here. 25k and rapidly climbing in Thailand's favor, and that is a comeback win and a half, Dooms, to keep us tied up 3-3. Super well played from Chess there on the side of Thailand.
Not a single breakpoint has been scored yet, until the 8th map with 3mod2 when Dench carried once again on Hard Rock.
Their opposing counterparts on the team of Thailand, and this pick for Thailand not looking good right now. But there go Dench and Roman, both of them dropping. Can Kadama and Jeppy Force convert at the end of the map here? I don't think there's going to be enough time, and with that miss from Jeppy Force, it's surely already decided. Ukraine to take the first breakpoint in this match.
And this turned out to be too much for Thailand. They ran out of picks and were not able to recover. However, I'm looking forward to their performance next year. It's kinda amusing that Ukraine tried to go for the speed picks against China as well. Folks, don't pick DT2 into them, it only goes wrong.
Mid-C will drop for China. That is one of the big combos gone now. One of those big supporting scores is no longer there. Is it going to be enough, though? It's still 40k for China. Just a sliver of map left. Sharitori to miss again for Ukraine, and that's going to do it. China will be able to take the first point. Milk Tea with the full combo, clutching it out against the matching FC for Dench.
Alright, dear teams, you are not supposed to land breakpoints on the very first 2 maps, and yet here we are.
Highest score for Ukraine yesterday, but this time improving that score by about 200,000. Everybody else improving slightly as well, and that's going to be enough for Ukrainians. We've got breakpoints traded back and forth, and to be fair, China didn't have much of a higher score than Ukraine did yesterday. They would have beat the previous score by about 300,000, and so a risky pick.
Oh my god, Ukraine stopped picking double time into China. It didn't work out on the first pick.
China is good enough. They should be able to force this down to the wire. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough, but it's going over pretty quickly. Now half the score difference that we saw at the start of this section. Can they hold on? Can they force the breakpoint here? And it goes over to China. Milk Tea and Z numbers make it happen at the end of the map. The 3-way reset.
By the way, I am just joking. Hindsight is always 20/20. Quite a lot of the picks were highly contested, and the equalizer on Hidden 1 was very possible.
Tori for the side of Ukraine, and now it's the score lead way back in the favor of China, well over 100k again, or just over 100k, excuse me. But even with those misses from, David, Mindlanju, and Crystal all miss at the same time, is it going to be enough to give it over to Ukraine? I'm not sure. The initial score drop does so much and brings the lead down to about 50k.
After a big 4-0 run, China survives this crazy quarterfinals. Ukraine are steadily improving their placement. Brazil got destroyed by Poland and they are hungry for blood, so Singapore needs to watch out. Hidden One promised that this might be a really good match.
It's just trade from right in center. It's a huge miss! 10k! Eagle! It's all on Zubs and Amelia! It's 7k? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, will we see a miss here? Korean Maliko goes down 3k! Tabby trades!
Oh my god!
604 points! Brazil take a huge breakpoint over Singapore!
It was the Brazilian team getting better out of the early maps, getting another breakpoint on Hidden 3 for a massive 4-0 lead.
A clinic from Brazil in this match through 4 maps now. Singapore has been perfectly countered. I mean, the 1k score gap was even surprising because you anticipate Singapore to be so strong in these hiddens, but Brazil took it anyway, and then a 537k on the remaining hidden. Brazil looking like just, unfortunately for Singapore.
The mentioned Hidden 3 pick also started a streak of 4 breakpoints. Tabby kept Singapore in the match and denied the first match point for Brazil.
Is this 3 straight breakpoints, 4 straight breakpoints now in this match? I can't even keep track anymore.
There's been a lot of breakpoints in this one. But Singapore, compliments of Tabby, will get another one on the board and stay alive, and they will have at least one more pick in this match.
The comeback, however, did not happen, and Singapore still have to wait for their breakthrough year to qualify for semifinals. Similar fate awaits for Chile, as they have not made past quarters for a decade. Another attempt starts against Finland, and unfortunately, the Finnish team struggled quite a bit throughout the whole match.
Chile looked very dominant on the Nomad 3, and they have DT2 and DT3 to their disposal, which they're almost certainly going to be picking into as their next pick here. Matthew looking to close out basically the FC.
The fourth map Fremont 3 was quite tragic for Intercamping to say the least.
My memory serves correctly, so this is going to just be adding on to it. Let's see if he can secure it as we enter the ending here.
It always looks super great to see him. I mean, it is OD8. I think a player like Intercamping is just going to do this every single time.
Oh my god! Are you sure about that, Acer?
Okay.
And that's the first sweep of the round. Finland lands another 17th to 24th placement. I think that's the 4th time in a row now. Wait, this means a South American battle? Damn, Copa America called they want their quarterfinals back. In football, Brazil won 1-0, but in Oz, Chile showed off an incredible score on DT4.
Matthew's going to be dropping a slider break at the end, but honestly, it doesn't even really matter. They're well above 4 million on this point, and that is a team score.
Oh, well,
Would you believe me if I told you that this Nomad 1 pick was one of the more contested ones? Chile was running away with the lead.
Brazil is ready to take advantage and capitalize off it. Izzy drops. Suntan still holding on. He needs to hold on right now, and he is doing just that. Intercamping is gone, but I think with that he's done enough.
Yes, Chile went 12-0 in quarterfinals. This is the roster that everyone was afraid of. Brazil lands on the same placing as last year. Match of the week, maybe match of the tournament. Poland versus Australia, Maliszewski versus mrekk. It was the Aussies getting the 3-0 head start, including a DT2 triple FC and an unbeatable 4.3 million team score.
Qualifiers, I believe so. And this is around the same star rating as well. But Australia just way more consistent, looking so good on the skill set like they have been in match. And they've passed the 4 million score threshold, and they're looking to take this one in quite dominant fashion for their first pick.
There it is, man.
Poland desperately needed to win at least their own picks to recover. On Tech Nomad 4, this didn't look too good though.
And Michny right now, Sayo's holding the FC, it might be enough.
I don't know. I think Michny might need to break if he wants to overcome the score lead. I don't think he's enough. Michny does find a break!
Michny breaks! Sayo misses! Oh my gosh, that was a thread right there.
Pretty much the same thing happened for the 6th pick, Nomad 1. In a slightly worse situation for Poland, this could have been a clean sweep.
I think it's still just slightly favored for Australia. If they can hold on to these combos with mrekk breaking and Sayo breaking as well, that does not help. But there's Intex and JG left. The combos are gone. It's just the 2 Sigmas from the team of Poland, and they're going to take this back in a moment. Can Poland do it?
So close. 5k in the ending, and it's going to be enough for Poland.
Now it was Australia's turn to struggle on their own pick. Was this an opening for the Polish roster to get that important break point?
Break, but it's still mrekk. As long as mrekk can hold on, he'll beat out Rafal's recovery. It's going to be close going into the ending.
mrekk has to hold here, and if he holds, it is going to be enough for the Aussies. Rafal doing his best to pull things back. Dummy finds a reset, but mrekk, he's done enough for the Australian boys here, hitting that last pattern.
3 match points for Australia. The first one was denied, but the second one was much more crucial as it was their own pick. It came down to the wire.
The chain misses from Sayo and Dummy slowed it down, but Zintex finds a break. It's not only mrekk. I don't know if there's enough time left.
It's only mrekk on the FC. 940k, 950k. It's a 15k difference. 10k difference. Is it going to be enough for the Australian spinner?
Spin to win. Spin to
win. It's a spinner.
It's 4k difference. And
it's
not enough.
2,000.
Poland actually did it and brought it all the way back, forcing the tiebreaker. And guess who was able to reverse choke this map? It was not Maliszewski this time.
He's getting it done!
Going! He's hitting everything! Every 1/3 jump! He's shaking! mrekk is shaking! Would you ever think you would see this in your life? This guy, the #1 player in the world, is shaking right now. He's just done it. The reverse choke on the tiebreaker. Australia have taken down your #2 seed in Poland.
Poland is going down to losers bracket in semi-finals. The World Cup is getting really messy now. And additionally, this wasn't even the last upset. After 2 well-fought wins by United Kingdom, they challenged the South Korean team next, and they were not going down easily against the #1 seed.
Break from Flying Tuna's gonna be massive, but matched by Malteser once again. Now, Mr. Fudgeface, Rudge up against Karcher, Prezi and Bubbleman both in the recoveries. It's still a slight favor to United Kingdom if everybody holds. I do think we might see that happen.
Yeah, the recovery from Bubbleman there was huge. A bit more combo through that ending.
The Korean roster was not too concerned about the Resistance managing to get a double FC on DT4, which resulted in a dominant breakpoint.
Okay. And that is dominating on the UK's pick. Huge breakpoint here. These FCs though.
This scoreline from South Korea is monstrous as they're about to get a double FC.
The whole match continued in similar manner. Worst HR player showed off another outstanding performance represented well by Fremod 2.
Fierce Fremod team, and they're both holding onto these combos still as Allegrisimo and Restia with those massive backing Nomad scores. This is going to likely be it. The question is, can worst HR player still hold onto this FC? Karcher does find a miss on the Hard Rock.
South Korea has only lost 2 maps so far, playing like a real #1 seed. UK, good luck against Chile. Another top tier match incoming between Russia and the Philippines, and those teams should not fumble their own picks so early, right?
Right now, no remaining combos on the side of Philippines here, and it's just Scroll, and he's down as well, so no one's really keeping up with this harder section of the map here, and Russia is just going to keep the lead here at a very, very comfortable 400k near the end of this. And that's a break point to open the match here.
Afterwards, Russia picked DT2 Speed Burst. Don't tell me these heavyweights are starting off winning breakpoints.
Oh, Hyok keeps this going. There's a good chance. The ending section about to come through. The recoveries from Russia might start helping. It's 30k and starting to close in.
It's going down.
Is holding for his life, and there's not much he can do. Is there enough time? There's just
it's just the ending.
There's not much density left.
I think they have the time, right?
No way. 5k.
Oh my god, 5k.
But this is a good indicator of how close this battle might develop. Another breakpoint occurred on Fremod 1 after the 2-all equalizer, and Gamer made the difference.
You are a star, good sir, hitting everything here. And he's going to be the one to single-handedly, literally single-handedly, give Russia a very good breakpoint.
That's such an important carry too. If you look at the scores all around here.
This attempt was promptly neutralized by the Philippines again with a near triple FC. What is going on here?
Philippines again looking to take another break point here. So Russia might have to be rethinking maybe what picks they want to have left, considering Philippines have been fighting back a lot on these DT picks, right? DT2 went to them earlier, you know, very close. But it did go to them earlier, and this time it's not as close. Philippines here.
Critically, the Filipino team succeeded to win Fremod 3 for match point. The OG Hyok had the crazy performance, especially in the latter half with 3 consecutive FCs.
I think I already said that, but god, this is impressive. This is especially from Hyok, who not only has to hold on to combo with the Hard Rock here, which makes the flow aim the hardest part for him, but with amazing accuracy to finish it off for the Philippines.
Come on, Russia, it's only 2 points for tiebreaker. You can do this.
Still a chance going into this final quarter if somebody drops really, really soon, but Russia are looking really good into this. There's a triple miss! Oh my god!
Oh my god, they're all down!
There's no way! It's just Welter on the recovery, and on the side of the Philippines, you've got Nathan Ram and Hyok to bring it back. Welter goes down as well. There's no combo left for Russia. How does this happen to me, Aza? How do I say these things?
What a complete collapse!
Poland down, Russia down, and the top seeding of Philippines has not been a fluke. The match between USA and Canada was the stage of the breakthrough performance of a rookie. Cut Paper gapped the lobby so hard on Nomad 2 that they had more score than the other team members combined.
There's no recovery combo. As long as Cut Paper holds, nothing else matters. And that is going to be another point for Canada. Cut Paper does it on his own.
Dude, this guy was in 4-digit. He might still be in 4-digit. He's a 4-digit tournament player, and he is going to be solo carrying.
You are seeing this correctly. After that breakpoint win, Canada was able to go for the 3-0 lead. USA needs to wake up very soon.
That's a big combo down. The score should go over to Canada now. And could they get a 4th point in a row? We'll find out into the end of this map. This is where the streams are really tough. Rectigon misses!
What a turn of events this is now. Canada taking a 2nd break point, their 4th in a row.
The American team 0-4 down in quarterfinals? Haven't heard that in like ever? Yeah, Rectigon was not accepting this outcome.
It's just going to be United States running this into the ending off of Rectigon's Hard Rock full combo, which is actually quite an unreal score. This map's about 7.7 stars on Hard Rock. But this guy is so comfortable on this mod. This one of the strongest mechanics players in the game. Gonna be locking out the Hard Rock FC to put the United States on the board.
His rampage continued on Hard Rock 3, but would this be enough?
It's an advantage to the United States, but they need to hold on with Rectigon. In fact,
Vaxei! Overtraded!
It's xootynator and Rectigon alone, but I think the lead might be enough for Canada to be able to convert this one.
It's gonna be close. The combo is so much bigger for Rectigon, and the full combo is worth a lot more score. It's dropping slowly, 40,000, 35,000, but they're running out of time. I don't think there's quite enough map left.
4 match points for Canada against USA, the title defenders. Watch Zooty and once again Cut Paper go mad on this 3-mod 4 map.
What an unbelievable turn of events, folks. It looks like now with a 500k lead, there is nothing the United States can do. And now, finally, after many years, Canada is going to be triumphing over their neighbors to the south, their dreaded rivals.
This is the first time ever that the USA is going down to losers bracket after quarterfinals. Australia meets Canada next. The finger control DT4 has been picked in 40 matches, while nearly no one liked the ultra precision Nomad 5 map with 11 bans. We need to talk about the lower bracket though. It is guaranteed that either Russia or Germany will not survive semis. Same goes to USA or Poland. And who says that upsets cannot happen after this weekend? Quarterfinals is always the most exhausting video to make, so thank you all for your patience. This lower bracket is looking really crazy right now, so don't miss out on them. See you next week, and until then, please enjoy game.